The twin flame connection is one of the most profound relationships one can experience in a lifetime. It transcends typical romantic partnerships, as it's a divine union meant to awaken and transform both souls. However, like all relationships, the twin flame journey can encounter periods where the spark dims or the emotional intensity fades. And when this happens, it's easy to feel disconnected from the magnetic energy that once pulled you both together. That's where the power of spicing things up comes into play. Spicing up your twin flame relationship doesn't necessarily mean making drastic changes, nor does it imply there's anything wrong. Rather, it's about reigniting the passion, deepening the connection, and aligning with the purpose that brought your souls together in the first place. In today's video, we will reveal 7 secrets that will help you invigorate your twin flame relationship in ways you may not have imagined. By incorporating these secrets into your relationship, you'll rediscover the magic that makes the twin flame bond so unique, ensuring that your journey together remains vibrant and transformative. Let us get into it. 1. Embrace vulnerability in new ways. Vulnerability is the very essence of a twin flame relationship. From the moment your souls meet, you're called to shed layers of ego, past wounds, and self-imposed masks. But vulnerability is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice, especially as both of you continue to evolve individually and as a couple. Over time, it's easy to fall into patterns where certain feelings or thoughts become difficult to express. You might assume that because you're deeply connected, your twin flame already knows how you feel, or you might start to believe that some of your inner experiences are too heavy to share. To spice things up, consider the areas in your relationship where vulnerability has been missing lately. This doesn't mean that the two of you are failing. It's more about deepening what's already there. Think about aspects of your personal journey that have been hard to articulate, perhaps changes in your goals, fears you've been experiencing, or even moments of self-doubt. When you courageously open up these parts of yourself, you invite your twin flame to meet you in a space of raw honesty, one that rekindles the intimacy that brought you together. Your vulnerability may also encourage your twin flame to share parts of their own journey they've been keeping hidden. This exchange fosters a sense of being seen and understood on a soul level, one of the most potent ways to reignite the flame between you. Try setting time aside each week where both of you can simply sit and talk, free from distractions, and share something that's been on your heart. It could be a dream that's been on your mind, an insecurity you faced, or even something you love about your partner that you haven't expressed in a while. This continuous flow of vulnerability keeps the relationship dynamic and evolving, reminding both of you of the profound connection you share. 2. Reignite your shared mission. At the core of every twin flame union lies a deeper spiritual mission. When twin flames meet, there's a magnetic attraction. But this isn't just about romance. Twin flames often come together to serve a higher purpose, whether it's personal growth, healing generational wounds, or contributing to the collective consciousness. However, like any relationship, the initial fire that brought you together can dim, especially when the everyday routines of life take center stage. This is where reconnecting with your shared mission becomes essential. Think back to the early stages of your twin flame connection. What dreams or visions did you both have? What ways did you feel you were meant to impact the world together? Sometimes, this mission may not have been explicitly discussed, but there's always an undercurrent of purpose guiding twin flames. Now is the time to tap back into that purpose and realign yourselves with your collective spiritual calling. Perhaps there's a project the two of you have been putting off, or a joint goal that's taken a back seat. It could be something as small as committing to a shared spiritual practice, or as significant as starting a business, creative endeavor, or community project together. Reconnecting with this shared mission infuses the relationship with a renewed sense of excitement and purpose, as you're not only nourishing your bond, but also contributing something meaningful to the world. If you're not sure what your shared mission is, don't worry. Sometimes it evolves over time. Start by asking yourselves how you can serve the world together. Maybe it's through mentoring others, volunteering, or creating a space for spiritual growth. Whatever it is, engaging with this higher purpose will infuse your relationship with a deeper sense of meaning, making every interaction between you feel more sacred and intentional. 3. Explore new spiritual practices together. The spiritual connection between twin flames is one of the most sacred aspects of the relationship. However, like all things, even the most profound spiritual routines can become mundane if practiced the same way over time. The beauty of a twin flame relationship lies in the endless potential for growth, both individually and as a couple. To reignite the energy and excitement in your relationship, exploring new spiritual practices together can be incredibly transformative. Start by examining your current spiritual practices. Are you meditating together? Do you engage in any rituals or sacred ceremonies that feel meaningful? If the answer is yes, consider whether these practices still feel alive for both of you. If they've become more of a habit than a source of inspiration, it might be time to explore new ways to connect with the divine as a couple. One exciting way to do this is by trying out practices that neither of you have explored before. For instance, if you've never worked with energy healing, you might want to dive into practices like Reiki, crystal healing, or sound therapy together. These modalities can help align your energies and bring balance to your relationship. Alternatively, you could explore different forms of meditation, such as Kundalini, guided visualizations, or breathwork, that promote deeper soul alignment. Another powerful practice to explore is sacred movement. Whether through yoga, dance, or ecstatic movement, connecting with your bodies in a spiritual context allows both of you to align physically and energetically. You could even create your own rituals, whether that's setting intentions together during the new moon or practicing gratitude before bed. These spiritual adventures bring new energy into the relationship, making your bond feel fresh, vibrant, and alive. By exploring new spiritual practices, you not only reignite the passion in your relationship, but you also continue evolving together on a soul level. This ongoing growth ensures that the connection remains dynamic, keeping both of you inspired and spiritually aligned. 4. Challenge each other's comfort zones. Comfort zones are the silent killers of growth, especially in relationships as deep as those between twin flames. While the connection between twin flames is inherently transformative, there are times when both partners settle into a rhythm that, while comfortable, lacks the growth and excitement that initially fueled the bond. To reignite the spark, challenging each other to step outside of these comfort zones can do wonders for your relationship. Growth doesn't always mean diving into extreme or risky situations. It's about encouraging each other to expand into new experiences. This could involve trying something new that neither of you has done before, such as learning a new skill or engaging in an activity that pushes your limits. Maybe you take a dance class together, try rock climbing, or delve into a creative hobby like painting or music. The idea is to do something that requires you to grow both as individuals and as a couple, creating shared memories and experiences that bring a fresh dynamic to the relationship. On a deeper level, you can also challenge each other emotionally. This means encouraging each other to face long-held fears, heal past wounds, or pursue dreams that may have been put on hold. For example, one of you might have always wanted to pursue a certain career path or passion, but lacked the confidence to do so. As twin flames, you are uniquely positioned to push one another toward these goals, offering unwavering support and encouragement. By stepping into new territories, whether in your personal lives or together as a couple, you unlock new layers of yourselves that you might not have accessed otherwise. The thrill of growth, of pushing boundaries, is where passion often reignites. The energy that comes from trying something new can feel exhilarating, and seeing your twin flame expand into new areas of life will remind you of the depth and beauty of the connection you share. Growth breeds excitement, and challenging each other to grow keeps your relationship dynamic and evolving. 5. Rekindle the physical connection. For twin flames, physical intimacy is much more than a surface-level connection. It is an energetic exchange that transcends the material world, often acting as a bridge between the spiritual and the physical. Yet, even in the most spiritually charged relationships, the physical aspect can sometimes lose its luster. Life's demands, stress, or simply the comfort of routine can cause the passionate physical connection to dwindle. However, this is one area where reigniting the spark can profoundly impact the entire relationship. To rekindle the physical connection, the focus needs to shift from just the act of intimacy to the energetic exchange that occurs during these moments. Begin by cultivating presence when you are with each other. This means tuning into each other's energy before engaging physically, rather than rushing through the motions. Something as simple as eye contact, gentle touch, or synchronized breathing can create a powerful energetic connection before any physical intimacy even begins. These moments of connection allow both of you to fully experience the depth of your bond, making each touch, kiss, or embrace feel sacred and intentional. You can also explore new avenues of physical connection that align with the spiritual nature of your relationship. Tantric practices, for example, can help you and your twin flame align your energies, bringing a new level of depth to your physical relationship. These practices focus on building and sharing energy through presence, intention, and mindful touch, elevating the physical connection to a divine experience. Rekindling the physical connection isn't just about reigniting passion, it's about honoring the sacredness of your union. By approaching intimacy as an energetic exchange, you invite a new level of awareness into your relationship, one that nourishes both the body and the soul. The physical aspect of your connection becomes not just an expression of love, but a way to align with the deeper spiritual bond that exists between you. Practice radical honesty. Radical honesty is one of the most effective ways to create a relationship built on trust, respect, and deep emotional intimacy. While honesty is essential in any relationship, the depth of a twin flame connection requires a level of transparency that is often uncomfortable, but incredibly rewarding. However, over time, both partners might start to withhold certain truths, not out of malice, but out of fear of disrupting the harmony between them. This withholding, while seemingly harmless, can create distance between twin flames. To spice up your twin flame relationship, commit to practicing radical honesty. This means being completely open about your thoughts, feelings, and desires, even when it feels vulnerable or scary. Radical honesty requires both partners to trust that they can express their truth without fear of judgment or rejection. It's not about pointing fingers or blaming. Rather, it's about creating a space where both of you can express yourselves fully and authentically. This kind of honesty can bring up difficult conversations, but it also clears the air and brings the two of you closer. For example, if there's something in the relationship that's been bothering you, or if you have a need that hasn't been met, now is the time to share it. In turn, encourage your twin flame to express their truth as well. These conversations might be uncomfortable at first, but they allow both of you to release any emotional or energetic blockages that have been building up over time. When radical honesty becomes a regular practice, the relationship feels more alive and dynamic. Both partners are seen for who they truly are, without pretense or facade, which deepens the emotional and spiritual connection between twin flames. By embracing this level of truthfulness, you reignite the bond, creating a space where love, growth, and passion can thrive. 7. Celebrate each other's growth. Twin flames are meant to evolve, both individually and together. One of the most beautiful aspects of a twin flame relationship is witnessing your partner's personal and spiritual growth. However, over time, we can become so accustomed to our partner's presence that we forget to celebrate their journey. This can lead to feelings of stagnation, where the relationship begins to feel routine or even complacent. To reignite the spark, take time to consciously acknowledge and celebrate each other's growth. Start by reflecting on the ways your twin flame has changed and evolved since you first met. What new strengths have they developed? What personal challenges have they overcome? Celebrating these changes reminds both of you that the relationship is not stagnant, it's constantly growing and evolving. Share these reflections with your twin flame and encourage them to do the same for you. This practice of acknowledgement fosters mutual respect and admiration, strengthening the emotional bond between you. Celebrating growth can also involve supporting each other's ongoing evolution. Whether your twin flame is pursuing a new passion, learning a new skill, or working through personal healing, being their biggest cheerleader reignites the excitement in the relationship. It's not just about supporting each other, it's about genuinely celebrating the fact that you're both on a journey of transformation. This mutual recognition of growth creates an atmosphere of encouragement and love. It reminds both of you that the relationship is not just about the past or the present, but about the future as well, one where both partners are committed to their individual and shared evolution. By celebrating each other's growth, you reignite the passion in your relationship, ensuring that it remains a space of love, support, and spiritual alignment. Reigniting the spark in a twin flame relationship is not about drastic changes or grand gestures. It's about rediscovering the depth, love, and purpose that brought you together in the first place. By embracing vulnerability, reigniting your shared mission, exploring new spiritual practices, challenging comfort zones, rekindling the physical connection, practicing radical honesty, and celebrating each other's growth, you can bring a fresh, vibrant energy back into your relationship. Twin flame connections are dynamic and ever evolving, and with intention and love, the bond between you can continue to grow, deepening the soul connection you both cherish.